In with our chief health editor, Dr. Nandi, for more on the study. Okay, it seems we all are working more hours these days. So what are the biggest concerns about that?
You know, the problem is, Stephen, is that, what happens is that these folks are at increased risk of stroke and heart disease. And it makes sense, right? When you're at the desk for 55 hours or so and you just keep going, you're more sedentary, you're not exercising. And some of these folks, because they're so stressed, drink a little bit more. And alcohol is a huge risk factor for stroke. So I think the problem is that you're increasing cardiovascular risk, and that's the big deal. And the interesting thing is that it's not just the people who work a ton more. Just working a few hours over the normal 40-hour week seems to increase the risk. So it's really eye-opening, because I think a lot of people thought, as long as I feel all right, I think I should be okay.
Yeah, and it's taken a toll that we can't see maybe. Doctor, how do you talk to patients about this, and what do you think is the best way that we can balance work and life together? Well,
here's what I tell them. I said, whenever I get to the point where I'm overdoing it, I remember my kids. I talked about sleep apnea a little while ago. It was a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning putting the mask on, but when I remembered, I want to be around for my kids, right? Not for my work. So I tell my patients, find what you value the most. For me, it's my children and my family. And so if that's the case, you've got to change your habits. I think once you can associate whatever's important to you, I think people will make those changes. If you just tell them, hey, stop working hard, I'm not sure that's effective. You've got to tie it into something they value. And for me, it's always my kids, and that hits home.
We have about 20 seconds here. What are the warning signs?
The warning signs are when you are starting to have crutches, like having a cocktail or doing things that you normally wouldn't do every night because the fact is you're so overwhelmed and stressed. And then when you're working out of your comfort zone, when you're no longer enjoying your work, it's time to take a step back and say, I need to do a little bit less.
All right. Dr. Nandi, thank you very much. We'll point out that he's still at work
yes,
talking to us.
Yes, he is. It's only 5.
We'll
give him that. That's